Radio Rahim with Eddie Hearn. First of all, I just got to run these questions down because we don't have much time. How many contracts has Joshua signed for his next fight? How many fights? Are you doing like 3 fights on the same night? What are we talking about?
Twitter's always been wild, but now it's actually coming from people's mouths.
Right.
Like when Ben Shalom said that AJ had signed and it was done to fight Bakole, I was like, I saw the Talk Sport headline and I woke up and I messaged him. I said, "You must have had a good night." I said, "What?" "Oh no, it wasn't that." It was like, I said, we've not had one conversation about anybody fighting.
Not Wilder,
not Wilder, not Bakole, not Dubois, not Fury, nothing. Because AJ's not been ready to start camp, of which he's pretty much this week going back into camp. After Feb 22nd, we'll select our opponent.
Do you think that promoters are trying to draw Joshua out or kind of in a sense call him out by saying a fight is done to make you deny that you want the fight?
Bit weird, isn't it? I mean, I've never seen, that's an interesting tactic. I mean, there's calling people out and there's stone cold lies. Like, it's a bit different. Like, you could say, "This man here batters Joshua, I'm telling you now," but you can't say, "No, it's done, we've signed." It's like, what are you talking about? So, I don't know. Interesting tactic, but definitely not true.
Well, you say Joshua's not ready for camp yet. I've just come from the Chisora Wallen fight to learn that it's an IBF eliminator.
Is it?
What are your thoughts on that?
For the number 2 slot. Yeah. You can get to fight for the number 2 slot with the IBF. Just so you know, the only way you can become number 1 is to fight a final eliminator, and the only way you can become number 2 is to fight an eliminator for number 2 spot. So and that is the first 2 available outside of, and that's probably Wallen and Chisora. So that will be an eliminator for the number 2 spot. The IBF final eliminator is Bakole against a Jagba. That's for number 1. So if Daniel Dubois vacated his IBF title, Bakole would fight the winner of Chisora Wallen.
Okay.
But that's only if he vacates. So actually, number 2 don't really mean a lot, but it sounds good.
It does sound good because that's not how they put it to us in the presser. The big news, obviously, overnight is Canelo and Crawford falling apart. I'm hearing that. I mean, are you supportive of Canelo's choice if it is Jake Paul as opposed to Crawford?
I get it. I mean, I don't think it's opposed. I think it's as well. But maybe the people in, or the Crawford Canelo fight loses a little bit of boxing credibility. Do you know what I mean? By him fighting Jake Paul. I think he should fight Jake Paul, by the way. Like, from a business sense, he's going to make the biggest payday of his career for the easiest fight of his career. You can't, begrudge the guy. Do you know what I mean?
But you can begrudge the guy. People will begrudge the guy.
I like him, so I'm not going to begrudge him. But do you know what I like about him, Rahim? He's transparent. He don't give you any bullshit, Canelo. He's not going to say to you, "Oh, I would never do that fight because it is not good for my, I'm all about legacy and this." He's got legacy. He's one of the greatest fighters of all time. He's now, when you talk to Canelo about a fight, he just says 2 words: "How much?" And if the numbers are right, he's doing it. And why, the money is so, you talk about 2 superstars almost from different walks of life. He's going to make much more to fight Jake Paul than he is to fight Terence Crawford.
We saw Mayweather do this against, Conor McGregor. And
I would just say, though, that was Conor McGregor's first ever professional fight.
Yeah, but Eddie, all respect to Jake Paul and what he's done with the numbers. This is his first ever real fight with a contending fighter, right? The level.
Oh, he went back as well.
Yeah, the level and the status of Canelo as a champion.
Yeah, but I can't, from Jake
Can you
Paul,
justify this even being a sanctioned bout? Like an exhibition's one thing.
I know what you mean. I guess I'm a little bit biased because I like Canelo. So I'm not going to talk badly of it, but I get it, and I know what he's like, and I know that he'll be thinking, "Fuck yeah, what? You want to give me all that money to fight Jake Paul?" And on the other side, I've always been quite critical of Jake Paul, and I've just been honest. I didn't like the Mike Tyson fight. How can you criticise Jake Paul? He's fighting Canelo Alvarez. So all those people all that times who go, when are you going to fight someone? When are you going to fight a real fighter? He's going to come out and go, "How about fight Canelo Alvarez?"
On Jake Paul's side, you can't say anything.
You know, this fight does could do 2 million buys.
Is that the cost of Crawford's potential legacy? Like,
No
this
one was
means...
moaning about Mike Tyson fighting him.
Yeah, but Mike Tyson didn't have any other options,
Look,
and
he's
it was just like,
59 years- yeah, but
it's not like Mike
he had
Tyson's a
plenty of
fighting,
options. Don't
you know.
fight.
But Crawford is an active fighter. Granted, coming up to all the stuff that we know, does he not deserve? I mean, deserve for the legacy of boxing? Like this puts him.
But that's got nothing to do with Canelo Alvarez. This fight has nothing to do with Terence Crawford. Canelo's saying, "I'll do both." This isn't.
Then why is this one
Because
cancelled?
I think perhaps people have gone, "No, we're not doing that." If you're fighting Jake Paul, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. But sometimes, but we'll pick this up after.
Yeah.
I'll give you
Last one. I just want to get your thoughts on what this means for Crawford now. I mean,
I think he'll retire. Look, listen, things can change every day. Don't think this is the end of Canelo Crawford.
but if
It's
it
not.
is
If
the
it
end of
is,
Crawford?
Yeah, because I don't think Terence is going to want to fight for 5 million or 10 million in a tough fight. He's got his money. He wants the biggest fights that can test him, or he may be done. But listen, you ain't seen the last of this.
We'll pick this up. Radio Rahim with Eddie Hearn.